A succession of images scanned continuously on top of themselves forms the object. It's the transposition of the form, the extrusion of image into object. By playing a cross-section of images on top of one another and then projecting them like a film into a volume of color, the physical object emerges continuously from just above the dead zone. The model in this case can be referred to as the subject or tool. Whether or not it's a primary source doesn't matter if you've lost the original. This Bernini hand will once again become soft and malleable. The vacuum-formed facsimile is a repeatable depth, and under the 4 zones, it simultaneously sharpens definition whilst materializing between 3 different formats. The PLC controls the movement of the heater hood, platen, and clamp frame, adjusted in 1% increments to detect air, light, and sweat. If you encounter any resolution problems in this replay, the tool can be removed to calibrate reabsorption back into the surface. Symptoms of this process can also include some disorientation. Even when it is mobile, the camera is no longer content sometimes to follow the figure's movement. Sometimes himself to undertake movements of which they are merely of the object. A groundless seeing. Whilst transferring, exporting, and extruding, you might want to take photos during these intervals. Feel the hot red pushing against the skin of the back of your hand, filling every cylindrical extraction hole of the cool, porous plaster copy. Impressing its plasticity into the deep pool which suffocates the object. Excessive strain on the mechanism will impair air seal efficiency. Unfortunately, the volume of the plaster keeps changing. An imbalance either side of the screen has dislocated the volumes from some of the surfaces. Off-screen adjustments. Matter imprinted by its environment occupies the new foreground. Here we have chosen a workshop texture as the background image. The scale of this shouldn't necessarily be trusted. When exporting, we recommend using platens, flatbeds, or tabletop interfaces positioned horizontally. One kind of mobility can then be easily and efficiently traded for another.